Okay, here's the deal. Nothing launched the Phone 2a on 5th March and it sold like hotcakes in India, selling 1 lakh units within 24 hours of launch. Everything was going good. Even in our under 25,000 video, we recommended the Phone 2a, but then Nothing founder tweeted that there will be no Nothing flagship or Nothing Phone 3 this year. It will only come in 2025 with Nothing AI. So now we have this Nothing Phone 2a Plus, and we all at TechWiser thought, yeah, this will be a plus, an upgraded version of Nothing Phone 2a. Right, but if you see the Antutu benchmarks, both on the Phone 2 and Phone 2a Plus, there is not much of a difference in performance. So the question here is, who is this Nothing Phone 2a Plus for? And probably around 27,000 rupees, is this the best smartphone that you can get? This is going to be an interesting video. Let's freaking go. Now, of course, we won't be getting into this unboxing and all of that stuff because it's the exact same as the Phone 2a. Of course, the color is now changed. The Phone 2a comes in this new grey color with the discs and other elements, with this NFC chip and other elements coming in this metallic finish. It comes with the same polycarbonate bag, which as we know is quite fingerprint magnety, if that's a word. Now, I was slightly disappointed here. Nothing Phone 2a had a community version which had a glowing radium back. It looked sick. I wish that was here. But other than that, if you see side by side with the Phone 2a, other than the color, there are no differences here in design. In fact, even on the front, the display specs are the exact same. Even if I play the same movie side by side with the Phone 2a, there is absolutely no difference in the brightness or in fact, color of the display. And to be precise, there are 3 upgrades in the Nothing Phone 2a Plus. The first and the most obvious upgrade is processor. Phone 2a comes with the all-new Dimensity 7350 Pro processor. Other than that, for India, the base variant of the Phone 2a Plus starts at 256GB. Nice one. But apart from this, there is no upgrade in the RAM type, storage type. It still comes with UFS 2.2 storage here. Now we also ran the Antutu benchmark, and if you see side by side with the Phone 2a here, the Phone 2a Plus scores slightly higher, and as per this post from Nothing, the 7350 Pro will be 10% faster compared to Dimensity 7200 Pro. Now, after seeing these Antutu scores, and if you do the math here, the difference in improvement that 7350 Pro brings, ladies and gentlemen, is a drum rolls, a solid 3.069%. The improvement here is as good as this year's financial budget. Now, processor names are very confusing these days, but you can consider 7350 Pro to be slightly upgraded version of 7200 Pro, which was in Nothing Phone 2a. But keeping jokes aside, we also ran the CPU throttling app here, and the graph is green, so there is no throttling or overheating as such. And we have been using the phone for 2 to 3 days now, and in real life scenario, there's a very interesting thing that we noticed. Like, usually we edit our stories and reels on smartphone to put on Gram, just like you guys. So here we have same 4K video on Adobe Rush video editing app with a black and white grade applied and a graphic overlay added. And even we were surprised. We did this exporting test multiple times and got the same result every single time. And after exporting video files, we move them and keep them in separate folders, right? So we also copied a 2.57GB video file and moved it to another folder. And here also copying speeds are more or less the same. And just to be sure, we did this test multiple times, and sometimes the Phone 2a Plus completes the copy task faster, whereas sometimes the Phone 2a completes it faster. But more or less, it's the same. And we also did some gaming. See, I'll open BGMI here first, and I noticed one thing here with the Nothing OS 2.6. You get this game mode that you can swipe open from the left, where you can switch to performance mode. And in terms of graphic settings, you can play at 60 FPS in smooth graphics. And we played this game for around 40 minutes. The gameplay was smooth on Phone 2a Plus. Now, apart from the claims and benchmark, in real life, there is not much of a difference in performance between the Phone 2a and 2a Plus. Maybe later with software updates, Nothing optimizes the performance more, but even after that, I don't think there will be more than 10% difference. And talking about 10% difference, the second upgrade you see is the cameras. On the back, you get the same 50 megapixel main camera and 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, but on the front is where you see an upgraded 50 megapixel selfie camera. Now, we took a lot of photos, and in the daylight, if you see, the photos here come out good. The color, sharpness and light control is better here. But if you see in this picture of me, the skin tones are not consistent, which I believe is a major problem with Nothing's cameras. As soon as you move on to human pictures, the skin tone 50% of the time is good, but 50% of the time is weird. Now, we click some pictures side by side with the Phone 2a as well to see if the processor difference leads to any difference in camera quality. And more or less the pictures were same, and even in this photo, the output from both the phones is pretty average. Again, in this photo, both the phones have forgot to blur the lower half of the photo, so portrait mode is again a hit or miss. Coming to the ultra wide angle camera, the pictures of it are good and sharp. Color shift here is very minimal. Like, this image is taken using the main camera, and this one is taken from the ultra wide angle camera, so in terms of color shift, it's a good job. And in videos, you can shoot in 4K 30 FPS from the main camera as well as the ultra wide angle camera, and the video quality is good for the price. Now, the selfie camera is the place where you see an upgrade, and due to this, you can now shoot in 4K 30 FPS on the front camera, and the selfies from it are also good. But again, side by side with the Phone 2a, we could hardly find any difference between the selfie quality. So overall, I would say the camera here on the Phone 2a Plus is quite similar to the Phone 2a. The third and final upgrade is charging. You get the same 5000 mAh battery, but the Phone 2a now supports 50 watt fast charging compared to 45 watt. And credit where due, the battery life here is pretty good. Like on a single charge with scrolling through reels, watching content, reading some articles and all of it, it easily lasts you a single day on full charge. Rest, you get the latest Android 14 out of the box, which is running on the latest Nothing OS 2.6, and software remains the same in terms of features and all of that. There's not much to talk about it. Also, you get all the important sensors like NFC, glyph lights, just like the Nothing Phone 2a. So overall, the conclusion here is the Phone 2a Plus is a 10% upgrade from Phone 2a. Now, here's how the Nothing portfolio looks like currently. You get CMF Phone 1, which costs 16 to 18,000. Then there's Nothing Phone 2a, which costs 23,000. The Nothing Phone 2, which is the best offering from last year, that now costs about 30 to 35,000. Now, this Phone 2a Plus will sit somewhere between 25 to 27,000 is what I feel. And if you leave aside the 10% increase in performance, this feels more like a color upgrade to Phone 2a. And for Nothing, it's like something has to happen every single month. And this Phone 2a Plus is something that's happening this month instead of nothing. Maybe in August, it would be something else. So whatever is your storage or budget requirement, either you get the Phone 2a or 2a Plus, it's the same. In my opinion, a better upgrade for the Phone 2a Plus would have been either wireless charging, IP rating, or in fact, genuinely a better processor like Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 or Dimensity 8000 series. Now, if you're looking for a better camera in this price range, I still feel Moto Edge 50 is about to launch tomorrow. Wait for that. On that note, this is Buddy signing off. See you in the next video and wait for it. Pew, 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 pew.